Looking ahead to race number 2, as mentioned earlier, jockey Tim Moccasin was hurt last night. He's off all of his mounts today. So race number 2, the 4-horse, the Truth Project, is now ridden by Juan Apango. That's race 2, the 4-horse, the Truth Project. Juan Apango is now your jockey. Things off in this 3-year-old Alberta Bred Stakes race is number 1, Desposito. Trevor Simpson on board. Pete Knight owns. Colton Mead trains. Number 2, Allow Me. Jessica Romano owns. Colton Mead trains. Blanford Stewart, the rider. Number 3 is Twisted. Alexi Rizzo up. Colton Weaselhead owns. Godfrey Weaselhead trains. And number 4, The Truth Project, now ridden by Juan Apango. Rayanne Wahobin owns. Colton Mead trains. And number 5, Now Boarding. Pete Knight and Vernon Knight own. Colton Mead trains. Andrew Wright, the jockey. There's your field of 5 for this Alberta Bred 3-year-old stakes race. 3 minutes to post. Now boarding's in. Fractious is number 2, Allow Me. Settle down, boy. And they're off. Out with the early speed is Allow Me. Over right inside from there is Desposito. Outside of that, you've got Twisted. Further outside yet, The Truth Project. Far outside, it's Now Boarding. As the horses now come up down the stretch for the first time with the lead, it is The Truth Project. Cruising along in second place, it's going to be Twisted. Third place on the inside, Desposito on the outside from there. You've got Now Boarding and trailing the field, Allow Me. Around that turn they go with the lead, and trying to pull away now is The Truth Project. The Truth Project is heading out by 5-6 lengths right now. Now if the run comes Desposito, trying to launch a challenge. Inside third place belongs to Allow Me. Out from there, you've got T-Wisted, and trailing the field still is Now Boarding. Up front by 6 lengths right now, the Truth Project. And Wanapango cruising along, but Desposito is now getting ready to launch an attack and is coming to call back in third place. It's Allow Me. Around that final turn and down the stretch, and the Truth Project is heading for home. Desposito chasing frantically, trying to track him down. It's the Truth Project cruising along, and the Truth Project is going to hang on and pick up the victory for 1-2. Jones and Colton Mead, your trainer. Price is number 4. The Truth Project pays $29.40 to win. $5.80 place 280 show. And second, number 1, Desposito. $2.90 place 210 show. Number 2, Allow Me. $2.40 to show. Daily double $46.40 on 2-4. $2 exactor at $57.70, and a $2 triactor is $130 even. And please note, blinkers are off. Number 1, Sly Not Shy. Clinton Rycroft owns and trains. Blanford Stewart, the rider, on Sly Not Shy. Number 2 is Dudley Dew. Norm Young and Gerald Brenner own. Nelly Peugeot trains. Wanapango on board. And number 3 is Mr. Witt. Alexi Rizos, the jockey. Norton Calfrobe and Delbert Scapalago, Norton Calfrobe trains. Number 4 is Raleigh My Star, Rocky Mountain Turf Club Stables own. Caitlin Fenton owns, and Freddie Fuentes, the jockey. Number 5, Fury in the Wind, ridden by Oral Bennett, Barry Hope and Jay Sargent own. Barry Hope trains. And number 6, rounding out the field, Santango, Helen Reynolds and Darcy Peterson own. Gary Marks trains. Trevor Simpson in the Irish, and there's your field of 6. Traveling 6 furlongs, post time 7 minutes. Zantango in the 6th hole, and we're good to go. Zantango is in. We're loaded and at the post for race 3. And they're off a nice clean start. Look out there. Raleigh My Star was coming in a bit on Fury in the Wind. We'll see how that plays out. On the inside, Sly Not Shy. Alongside of that, Dudley Do. Then you've got Mr. Witt, Raleigh My Star. Right along on the outside of that, Zantango, and trailing the field, Fury in the Wind in front of the grandstand for the first time with a half mile to go. 3-horse battle up front. On the inside, Fury in the Wind. In between horses, it is Raleigh My Star. Outside from there is Zantango. There's your front 3. In 4th place, it is Sly Not Shy. Several lengths back from there now to Fury in the Wind, along with Dudley Do. Into the straightaway they go. A quarter mile to run now with the lead still. It's Mr. Witt. Mr. Witt cruising along, 2nd place on the inside. Raleigh My Star on the outside. Zantango now starting to close up some ground. In 4th place, it is Sly Not Shy. Around that final turn they go with the lead still. Mr. Witt and Rizzo's cruising along. And the inside of that, you've got Raleigh My Star on the outside from there. Zantango around the final turn. They come in down the stretch. Fury in the Wind trying to hang on the inside. It's Raleigh My Star. Late rush coming. Still going to be Mr. Witt up a wire. Mr. Witt hangs on for the victory. 3-5, your top 2. We'll say congratulations to the winning connections from race 3. Number 3, Mr. Witt, ridden to victory by Alexi Rizzo. Norton Calfrobe and Delbert Scapalago. Norton Calfrobe, your trainer. And here are your prices. Number 3, Mr. Witt, 1930 win, 790 place, 510 show. And second, number 5, Fury in the Wind, 1140 place, 550 show. Number 1, Sly Not Shy, 380 to show. A $1 super factor is $261.75. $261.75. $2 exactor, $227.70, and a $2 try, $558.30. Some nice payouts there. Looking ahead to race 4, there are no changes. Everything's clean. Change that. In race 4, number 2, Gallant Gabe is a scratch. Sorry about that. Race 4, number 2, Gallant Gabe is a scratch. Things off. Number 1 is This Is the Moment. Chandra Clark owns, Nelly Peugeot trains, Blanford Stewart rides. Number 2 is a scratch. Number 3, Alexi Rizzo up on Bulldog. Jason Dorr and Trevor Smith own, Sean Caffrobe trains. Number 4, Kavath. Antonio Ramirez owns, Ellison Clapton trains, Earl Bennett the jockey. And rounding things out, Lorena Bugeaud up on number 5, Endless Courage. Erna Dubois and Ellison Clapton own, Ellison Clapton your trainer. There is your abbreviated field of 4, and they're going to post in 7 minutes. And at the post. And they're off. Not a bad start on the inside. This is the moment. Right up alongside of that, Bulldog. Further out yet, you've got Kavath, and on the outside, Endless Courage. Up front now with a slight lead. This is the moment. In second, you've got a Bulldog right there. Outside third, Kavath, and trailing is Endless Courage. A half mile to run with the lead up front. This is the moment right there. Bulldog. These two are locked up. 3 lengths back from that in third to Kavath, and another 3 lengths back from there to Endless Courage. Around that turn they go, and into the straightaway it's going to be. This is the moment, taking them in. Not going away is Bulldog, hanging on 2 lengths back now in second. Maybe 3 now. The lead is gaining for This Is the Moment. But 6 lengths back from there to Kavath, and another 4 back to Endless Courage. Up front now, This Is the Moment, cruising along. 3 lengths back from there to Bulldog. Several lengths back to the rest of the pack is a 2-horse race at best. Around the final turn and down the stretch, and This Is the Moment heading for home. Second place, Bulldog, but This Is the Moment is going to pick this one up in a romp. This is the moment, 1, 3, 4, 5. And we'll say congratulations to the winning connections in race 4. Number 1, This Is the Moment. Blanford Stewart on board for the victory. Chandra Clark owns, Nelly Peugeot trains. Here are your prices. This Is the Moment pays $3 to win. 210 plays 210 show. And second, number 3, Bulldog, 240 plays 210 show. Number 4, Kavath, 210 to show. $2 exactor, $3.90. $2 try, $5.80. Looking ahead to race number 5. In race number 5, we have 1 rider change to pass on. Number 5, Makaha Heat, is now ridden by Alexi Rizzo. That's the upcoming 5th race. Number 5, Makaha Heat. Alexi Rizzo is now your rider. And the horses are on the track now for race 5, a $5,000 claim tag, exactor, triactor, and the start of the pick 3 in this race. Things off. Number 1 is Alinda Honey. Trevor Simpson, the jockey. Gary Marks owns and trains. And number 3, What Do You Want? Len Hambley owns. Gail McConaughey, your trainer. Andrew Wright on board. Number 4, Awesome Again and Again. Freddie Fuentes, your jockey. John Hollerwich owns. Nelly Peugeot trains. And number 5, Makaha Heat. Please note the rider change. Alexi Rizzo is now a Makaha Heat. Jack Boland owns. Colton Mead trains. And number 2, I'm Out of Here. Andrea Peugeot owns. Nelly Peugeot trains. Blanford Stewart, your jockey. And there is your field of 5 going to post in 7 minutes. Less than 1 minute to post. Horses have reached the starting gate area. They will be loading momentarily, seconds away now from race 5. Oh, number 2, I'm Out of Here. We're good to go. I'm Out of Here is in. We're loaded and at the post for race 5, and they are off. Nice clean start on the inside. Linda Honey right up alongside of that. I'm Out of Here. Toward the center of the track, you've got What Do You Want? Right there now, moving up a bit, is Awesome Again and Again. On the outside from that, Makaha Heat, very tightly packed group here. And the early going as they come in front of the grandstand with a half mile to run, 3-horse battle. On the inside, Linda Honey in between horses, Awesome Again and Again. And on the outside, Makaha Heat, there's your front 3. 2.5 lengths back to I'm Out of Here. And then back from there, trailing the field, What Do You Want? Around the turn in the straightaway they go, 2-horse battle now. On the inside, Linda Honey with the lead. Right there, Awesome Again and Again. These two are almost inseparable. Slight lead for Linda Honey. 5 lengths back from there to Makaha Heat. Now coming up the inside is I'm Out of Here, starting to show some run. Also starting to come now, it's What Do You Want? Around that final turn, this 2-horse battle continues. On the inside, Linda Honey. On the outside, Awesome Again and Again. Around that final turn and down the stretch on the outside, Awesome Again and Again. But on the inside, Linda Honey's trying to fight back. Awesome Again and Again. And Linda Honey at the wire. It's going to be Awesome Again and Again. 4-1, your top 2. And we'll say congratulations to the winning connections in race 5. Number 4, Awesome Again and Again, rid to victory by Freddie Fuentes. John Hollerwich owns, Nelly Peugeot trains. Your prices: number 4, Awesome Again and Again, $740 win, $390 place, $220 show. And second, number 1, Linda Honey, $360 place, $220 show. And number 2, I'm Out of Here, $220 to show. $2 actor, $12.40, $2 try, $15.60. And the horses are on the track now for race 6, exactor triactor wagering, 5 furlongs in distance, mixed allowance. Field of 5. And leading things off, number 1 is a Poker Table. Jim Depew owns and trains. Trevor Simpson rides. Two is Pavelski, ridden by Alexei Urizo, Jack Royal and Jason Doron, trained by Sean Caffrobe. Number 3, Why Not Live and Blanford Stewart in the Irons. Bruce Fenton knows. Nally Peugeot trains. Number 4, CR Cruising for Chicks. Juana Pango on board. Allison Clapton owns and trains. And rounding things out, number 5 is Unstoppable Colby, ridden by Oral Bennett. Mankimor Mohindi, your owner-trainer. There's your field of 5. Traveling 5 furlongs and going to post in 7 minutes. 7 minutes to post. And we're good to go. And they're off. A nice clean start on the inside. It is Poker Table. Coming out now, some runs. CR Cruising for Chicks is a slight lead. Back in third place is Why Not Live. Fourth on the inside for Pavelski. Outside of that, you've got Unstoppable Colby. Up front and the inside is Poker Table. On the outside of that, CR Cruising for Chicks. These two are locked up in third place. Why Not Live. 4 legs back from that to Pavelski, and trailing the field is Unstoppable Colby. A quarter mile to run, and Poker Table now is taken off. Back in second place, CR Cruising for Chicks. Now coming up for second is Why Not Live to pose a challenge. In fourth place, you've got Pavelski, and trailing the field still Unstoppable Colby. Up front, Poker Table and Trevor Simpson are having a romp this race. Around that final trim they come, and down the stretch comes Poker Table all by himself. Simpson's got time to have a sandwich and a coffee. It's all over, folks. His Poker Table in a romp. Second place belongs to Why Not Live, 132. Folks, it looks like the Rocky Mountain Dixieland Jazz Band is packing up, and this will be the last time this year they're out here. So please put your hands together to thank these guys for all the great stuff they've done over the years out here. Rocky Mountain Dixieland Jazz Band, thank you guys very much. Truly appreciate your efforts. Thank you, buddies. We'll say congratulations to the winning connections of race 6, number 1 Poker Table in a romp. Trevor Simpson on board. Jim Depew owns and trains. Here are your prices. Number 1 Poker Table pays $3.90 win, $2.30 place, $2.20 show, and second number 3 Why Not Live, $2.80 place, $2.10 show, and number 2 Pavelski, $3.80 show, $2 actor, $5.90, $2 try, $15.70. Leading things off, number 1 is Champ's Law, written by Oral Bennett, Ellison Clapton owns and trains. Number 2, Czar's Star, Lois McElhaney owns, Nellie Peugeot, your trainer, Blanford Stewart, the jockey. And number 3, Remarkable Vintage, Trevor Simpson rides, Pete Knight and Colton Mead own, Colton Mead trains. Number 4 is Battered, Corinne Draper owns, Danny Oberholzer trains, Lorena Peugeot, the jock. And number 5, 88, written by Alexi Rizzo, Rusty Smith owns and trains. And number 6, wherever it is Doc Ross. Freddie Fuentes rides. Norm Young and Gerald Brenner own, Nellie Peugeot trains. At the post for race 7. And they're off. On the inside, Champ's Law, moving up with some speed now. Czar's Star kicks it in right up alongside of that. Remarkable Vintage, there's your front 2. Coming up as well, 88 from off the pace. Outside from there, Doc Ross, and trailing in the early going is Battered. Up front now is a 2-horse battle with a half mile to run. On the outside, Remarkable Vintage. On the inside, Czar's Star. In third place, you've got 88 cruising along nicely. On the inside from there, it's Champ's Law. Outside of that, it's going to be Doc Ross, and trailing the field still is Battered. Around they go into the straightaway, and Remarkable Vintage and Trevor Simpson have the lead. 3 lengths back from there to Czar's Star. About 10 lengths back to Champ's Law, and the rest of them don't even matter right now. This one is Remarkable Vintage all the way. In second place, Czar's Star going to try hang on for that. Third place belongs to Champ's Law. Coming now some run is Doc Ross from off the pace. Around the final turn, they come in down the stretch, and Remarkable Vintage has put on a remarkable show in this race. Remarkable Vintage heading for home in a romp, picks up the victory. 3, 2, 6, your top 3. And we'll say congratulations to the winning connections in race 7, number 3, Remarkable Vintage in a romp, ridden by Trevor Simpson, Pete Knight, and Colton Mead own. Colton Mead, your trainer. Here are your prices. Number 3, Remarkable Vintage, $5.80 win, $3 place, $2.20 show. In second, number 2, Czar Star, $3.40 place, $2.10 show. And number 6, Doc Ross, $2.10 to show, $2 exactor, $12.50, $2 try, $20.10. Dollars super factor, $21.75. Once again, we have live racing action resuming here tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Tomorrow night for live racing action. 6 great races on the card. We'll see you then.